Speaking with Confidence with Ali.
Hello, and welcome back to Speaking with Confidence. I'm Alejandra, and this is our time to practice English. How? We talk about everyday life. We build the language little by little. We learn the words we need. We look at the grammar that helps us put our ideas together. And then we practice until it feels natural. And today is Friday. And Friday always feels different. On Monday, we usually talk about responsibilities, meetings, emails, and everything that we have to do. Plans about work, right? Plans about the job that we do. But on a Friday, we think about other things. We maybe think about dinner plans. We think about the friends, of course. We think about dates. We think about music or doing nothing. And sometimes we think about just being home, putting on comfortable clothes, and maybe not speaking to anybody for 3 hours. And that's also a plan. But in any case, Friday plans are tricky sometimes because they can change. And maybe you say to yourself, I'll probably go out tonight. But then it's 9 o'clock and you're already tired, or you realize that you are tired, so you decide not to do anything. Or maybe your friend says, I'm almost ready. But you know the truth. Your friend is never ready on time. Maybe your group of friends says, we'll choose a restaurant quickly. And no, you won't. You probably will send 20 messages, compare 6 places, and reject all of them, and then go to the same place as every Friday. But that's how it is, right? That's how real life works. And today's grammar is perfect for this kind of situation because we're looking at words that go near the verb. Words like always, never, usually, also, probably, already, and still. These are words that help us say how often things happen, right? How often some things happen. And also what we expect, what continues, and what can surprise us. But in English, we need these words to go in the right place, right? So we say, I always forget my wallet, or she is usually late, right? So today we're going to practice these words, these adverbs, because these are adverbs, and adverbs that go together with the verb before and after and in between verbs. So yes, it's Friday, but even on a Friday, English still needs order. All right? That's how we're going to finish our week. We've been working on this adverbs, adjectives, and more all week. And today, this is how we're going to end this week. All right? So let's get ready and begin today's lesson. And in this Friday spirit, before we go into the grammar, let's look at some useful words. So these words we can use when we talk about plans, invitations, tiredness, excitement, and those Friday moments when everyone says, yes, let's do something, but then nobody actually decides anything. Or we end up deciding the same thing every time. All right, so let's build our vocabulary first. Our first word today is invitation. Invitation, and this is a noun, and invitation is a message or request asking someone to come somewhere or do something, right? That's what it is. It's a message asking someone to come somewhere or to do something. It's a request. Invitation. And this in Spanish, invitación. So for example, we can say Nina opened her phone and saw an invitation to a small dinner. Nina opened her phone and saw an invitation to a small dinner. Did you receive any invitations this week for this weekend? I did not, but it's okay. All right, next word today is venue. Venue, and this is also a noun, and we've covered this word before. Let me spell it for you. venue, venue. And the meaning of venue is the place where an event, dinner, concert, or party happens. It is the place where parties, dinners, concerts happens. All right, that's what a venue is in Spanish. Local o lugar específico. All right. It's not the same as place, okay? Porque es el lugar, el sitio, pero la estructura, no la dirección, sino el lugar físico en el que se lleva a cabo un evento, un concierto o qué sé yo, una fiesta. All right, eso es venue, local. All right, how do we use it? The venue had low lights, loud music, and tiny tables. The venue had low lights, loud music, and tiny tables. That sounds more like a club, like a disco club, like a dancing club, right? All right, next word is outfit. Outfit, and this is a noun, and outfit means the clothes you choose to wear together. The pieces of clothing that you choose and you wear. So, in Spanish, this is el look, el conjunto de artículos de vestimenta que has puesto juntos para vestir. All right, so in Spanish, the example, how can we use this? Leo tried on a jacket, looked in the mirror, and changed his outfit. Leo tried on a jacket, looked in the mirror, and changed his outfit. El conjunto, todo el conjunto, no es solo una pieza, an outfit. All right, so next word is treat. Treat. T-R-E-A-T, treat. And this is a noun as well, and it is something nice you give yourself or someone else. It's something nice you give yourself or someone else. Un capricho, un detalle. All right, so after a long week, a quiet coffee can feel like a real treat. What do you think? After a long week, a quiet coffee can feel like a real treat. All right, that can be true, right? Or a glass of wine can also feel like a real treat. Or maybe a Coke, or maybe a beer for you. Or maybe a good meal. That can be a real treat as well. All right, next word is excuse. Excuse. This is a noun. And an excuse is a reason you give to explain why you cannot do something. It's a reason you give to explain why you cannot do something. All right, so in Spanish, una excusa. Una excusa. Her excuse was simple. She wanted to stay home in comfortable clothes. Her excuse was simple. She wanted to stay home in comfortable clothes. Very good. Next word is catch up. Catch up. And this is a phrasal verb. Catch up. Let me spell that for you. C-A-T-C-H. That is the first word. And up is the second word. All right. Catch up. All right. So catch is the verb and up is the particle. Catch up. That makes this a phrasal verb. And to catch up means to talk with someone and share news after some time apart. This is when you get together with your friends and you haven't seen each other for a while, and then you say, oh, we need to catch up. So that's what you do. Catch up. Ponerse al día, to catch up. So how do we use it? We meet after work to catch up and laugh about the week. And this is so true. This is what we do. We meet after work to catch up and laugh about the week. All right. Next word is get together. A get together. This is a two-word phrase, get together, and is a noun. And it is an informal meeting with friends, with family, or with colleagues. An informal meeting, una reunión informal, un encuentro, a get-together. How do we use it? The get-together started with 5 people and it ended with half the office. A get-together started with 5 people and ended with half the office. Un encuentro, una reunión informal, una quedada. All right. And our final word is night out. Night out. And this is also a noun phrase. 2 words, night and out. Night out. And it's an evening spent outside your home for fun. It's an evening spent outside. All right. You leave your house to have fun. So we can say una salida nocturna, una noche fuera. All right. A night out sounds exciting until your sofa starts calling your name. And I find this to be so true. A night out sounds exciting until your sofa starts calling your name. In my case, if I haven't made any plans before 6, then I feel this way. I feel like not going out anymore. I feel if you call me after 6, okay, after 7 maybe in the summer, then it's already too late for me to go out. I'd just rather stay on the sofa. All right, next, what are we going to do now? We are going to go over the list one more time, and we are going to translate the words. You are going to translate the words. So listen carefully. Say these words out loud because we will be using them later. So the words are invitation, venue, outfit, treat, excuse, catch up, get together, night out. Very good. So if I say invitación, invitation, capricho, detalle, treat, conjunto, el look, outfit, local, venue, excusa, excuse, ponerse al día, catch up, un encuentro, did we already say that? Get together, salida nocturna, night out. Very good. So those are our 8 words for today's lesson or conversation. So remember, let's remember the words: invitation, venue, outfit, treat, excuse, catch up, get together, and night out. We're going to practice with these Friday words. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to begin our first challenge, definition check, and This time is true or false. You have to decide. Listen and decide. An invitation is something you receive when someone wants you to join a plan. An invitation is something you receive when someone wants you to join a plan. Is this true or false? And I know you said true, and true is correct. Very good. A night out means spending the evening at home alone. Is this true? A night out means spending the evening at home alone. Well, two words give it away, right? Home and alone. Well, yes, home, at least, home. So is this true or false? This is false. A night out means going somewhere in the evening for fun. You can do this alone as well. All right. Next up is a get-together is usually informal and social. A get-together is usually informal and social. And this is true. Very good. How about this? An excuse is a reason people give when they don't want to do something or can't do something. What do you think? An excuse is a reason people give when they don't want to do something or can't do something. And this is true. What about a treat is something unpleasant that you have to do. A treat is something unpleasant that you have to do. Is this true or false? Absolutely false, because a treat is something nice or something enjoyable. So, not unpleasant. False. Very good. To catch up means to talk and exchange news after not seeing someone for a while. To catch up means to talk and exchange news after not seeing someone for a while. And this is true. All right. And an outfit is only one piece of clothing. What do you think? Is it true or false? An outfit is only one piece of clothing. And it is false, because the outfit or an outfit is the full combination of clothes, right? Bottom and top. All right. And finally, a venue is a person who organizes the event. A venue is the person who organizes the event. And this is true because a venue is not a person. It's the place where the event happens. It's the place where the event happens. Venue. So this is false. All right. Very good. I think we've gone through our words. Yes. So what are we going to do now? We're going to play detective. Listen to the situation and choose the best word. All right? Listen carefully. Your friend says, well, she sends you a message, and the message says, do you want to come to dinner with us on Friday? What is this? Do you want to come to dinner with us on Friday? Is this an invitation, an outfit, or a treat? It is an invitation. Very good. How about this? You arrive at the restaurant, but the music is too loud and the tables are too close together. You arrive at a restaurant, but the music is too loud and the tables are too close together. Are you talking about the venue, the excuse, or the night out? You are talking about the venue. All right, let's continue. You stand in front of the mirror and think, no, this shirt is too formal. I need something more relaxed. What are you doing? Are you choosing a get-together? Are you choosing an invitation? Or are you choosing an outfit. You're choosing an outfit. Very good. You're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're thinking your shirt is too formal and you need something more relaxed. Well, you're choosing your outfit. You're not done yet, but you're choosing it. All right. After a difficult week, you buy yourself a nice dessert on the way home. And what is this? If you buy yourself something nice, like a dessert, after a difficult week on your way home, is this a treat? Is this an excuse or a venue? This is a treat. A treat. Very good. All right. Your friend says, I'm sorry, I can't come. My dog looks sad and I need to support him emotionally. What is this? When your friend says, I'm sorry, I can't come. My dog looks sad and I need to support him emotionally. What is this? What kind of message is this? Is this an excuse? Is this a night out? Or is this a get together? Of course, he said it's an excuse, right? Not that it can be true, right? But it is an excuse. All right, and let's do another one. You haven't seen your cousin for months. You meet her for coffee and talk about work, family, and life. So you haven't seen your cousin for months, so you both meet for coffee and talk about work, about family, and about life. What are you going to do? So are you going to choose an outfit? Are you going to find a venue? Are you going to catch up? You are going to catch up, right? You're going to catch up. You haven't seen each other for months, and now you're going to talk about work, family, and life, and that is to catch up. And how about this one? A few people from work meet at someone's house for drinks and snacks. Nothing formal. What do we call this? A few people from work, or it can also be from the gym, or from your class, if you're taking classes, right? So a few people from either of these groups meet at someone's house for drinks and snacks. Nothing formal. What is this? Is this an excuse? Is this a venue? Or is this a get-together? This is a get-together. Very good. Finally, you leave home at 8. You meet up with your friends. You have dinner. And maybe go dancing later. What is this? Let me say that again. You leave home at 8. You meet up with your friends. You have dinner with them, and maybe you go dancing together. Is this an invitation? Is this a treat? Or is this a night out? This is a night out. Very good. All right. Excellent. Let me now do one final thing with you. I'm going to read to you a little story, a mini story, and you have to complete the mini story by choosing the right useful words. All right? So listen carefully. It's Friday afternoon, and Paula receives Anne from some old friends. So up to there. It's Friday afternoon. Paula receives Anne from some old friends. What does she receive? Let me give you more context. They want to organize a small at someone's apartment. So you got to choose two words so far. Paula, it's Friday afternoon. Paula receives Anne from some old friends. They want to organize a small at someone's apartment. What is it? I would say it's Friday afternoon. Paula receives an invitation from some old friends. They want to organize a small get-together at someone's apartment. Paula likes the idea because that hasn't seen them for a long time and wants to Paula likes the idea because she hasn't seen them for a long time and wants to catch up. All right, we're going to stop right there and we're going to go on a break, but don't go anywhere because when we come back, we are going to keep on practicing with our Friday plans. All right, and we'll be back in just a few moments.
Lo que oyes.
You're listening to the right radio. You're listening to Vaughan Radio. You're listening to Vaughan Radio.
Estas vacaciones, haz un viaje para tu inglés. Con los cursos intensivos semanales de Vaughan, mejora tu inglés durante cualquier periodo vacacional. Navidad, Semana Santa, verano, tú decides cuándo. Una semana para mejorar tu fluidez. Gana confianza al hablar. Aprovecha tu tiempo libre al máximo. Y lo mejor es que puedes reservar tu curso desde ya para asegurarte tu plaza en el momento que prefieras. No dejes pasar la oportunidad de avanzar en tu inglés estas vacaciones. Entra en grupovaughan.com/intensivos y contrata tu semana intensiva hoy mismo, porque tu inglés también merece unas vacaciones.
Mommy, Daddy, these summer English books are so much fun.
¿Quieres que este verano tus hijos repasen inglés de forma divertida? Tenemos justo lo que necesitas. Llega Summer English. Listen, practice, learn. La nueva colección de cuadernos de Vaughan para niños de primero a sexto de primaria. Con juegos, gramática, vocabulario, audios y actividades online. Todo al más puro estilo Vaughan. Ya disponibles en vaughantienda.com y librerías seleccionadas. Este verano, aprender inglés será su plan favorito.
¿Quieres mejorar tu inglés sin complicaciones? Vaughan Inglés 4.0 es el curso de inglés más completo en formato audio, con casi 600 clases desde cero hasta nivel avanzado. Paso a paso, donde y cuando quieras. Claro, práctico y eficaz. Gramática, vocabulario, pronunciación y sobre todo, resultados. Busca nuestro podcast Vaughan Inglés 4.0 en iVoox.
Este verano, ¿quieres que tus hijos se diviertan, vivan 1000 aventuras y además ganen fluidez en inglés, rodeados de naturaleza y con los mejores monitores angloparlantes Vaughan? Tráelos a nuestro Vaughan Summer Camps, con cabañas, actividades acuáticas, multiaventura, nuevos amigos y entornos increíbles donde aprenderán a resolver situaciones cotidianas en inglés sin darse cuenta. Más de 3.000 niños viven nuestras inversiones cada año. Encuentra tu mejor Summer Camp sin salir de España. Contrata tu mejor camp.
Come to learn with us at Vaughan.
¿Te apuntas?
En Vaughan Town hay un antes y un después. El antes es inseguridad, titubeo, fastidio. El después es confianza, convicción y arrojo. Y esto en solo 6 días.
El mayor ambiente lingüístico jamás creado, con la mayor variedad de acentos nativos nunca antes reunidos. Vaughan Town, el pueblo anglo de Vaughan. Vaughan Town. Rechaza imitaciones. Infórmate en el 911335833.
Vaughan Town. Cambia tu inglés ya.
Encuentra todos los libros de nuestros presentadores de radio en las tiendas Vaughan. Nosotros te ayudamos a encontrar el libro perfecto para ti, para todos los niveles y edades. También encontrarás libros de alemán, francés y mucho más. Estamos en calle Orense 75, en Madrid, o en nuestras 6 delegaciones por España. Ven a vernos o visita vaughantienda.com. Vaughan, learn English.
Escúchanos en cualquier momento y en cualquier lugar. Descarga la app de Vaughan Radio.
You are listening to
Everyday.
Listen to Vaughan Radio. You're listening to Vaughan Radio.
Tune in every day.
Vaughan Radio.
Speaking with Confidence with Ale.
Welcome back to Speaking with Confidence here on Vaughan Radio. I'm Ale, and before the break, we were talking about Friday plans, invitations, outfits, excuses, and night out. But here's a fun fact about laughter. Because laughter always also happens on a Friday, right? Laughter can change the atmosphere very quickly. What do I mean by that? Well, science tells us that laughter can help relax our muscles and reduce some physical signs of stress. We release tension and the situation can suddenly feel less serious. Esto es un dato científico. La risa nos puede ayudar a relajar los músculos y a reducir señales físicas del estrés. And this is a very Friday thing, right? Because, listen, some things or sometimes the plan is not perfect. The venue is too loud. Someone changes the time of when you are supposed to meet. Someone is always late, or someone always gives you a ridiculous excuse not to come. But then something funny happens, or someone says something funny and you laugh, then another person laughs, and then suddenly the whole situation just feels different. Nothing has really changed. The place is still loud. The place is still the same place, right? Your friend is still going to be late. So the plan is maybe still a little messy, but the mood has changed. And that's the power of laughter. It doesn't fix anything. It doesn't fix everything, but it can make the moment easier to enjoy. And these are some of the little things, the small things that we need to enjoy. And speaking of small things that change the feeling of a situation, let's move to today's grammar, because in English, small words can also change the feeling of a sentence. Words like always, never, usually, probably, already, still, right? But the question is, where do we put them? So let's find out. Let's move into our grammar that works. Adverbs with the verb. We're talking about small words like the ones I said to you before. Usually, always, never, also, already, still, probably. These words go near the verb. The question is where? Where? So we're going to keep it simple. Let's begin with a verb, any verb, like a normal verb, a frequent verb. And with those kind of verbs, like to laugh, to run, to forget, to answer, to speak, to any kind of verb, we put the adverb before that verb. Antes que el verbo. Ponemos el adverbio antes del verbo. So, for example, I always forget my charger. And if you paid attention, always is our adverb and forget is our verb. I always forget my charger. Does this happen to you on Fridays? I always forget my charger. Listen to this other example. We usually go out on Fridays. We usually go out on Fridays. See? Usually is the adverb. Go is the verb. So the adverb goes before the verb. All right? When you send someone an email, or not an email, a text message to this person, to your friend, and but she doesn't text back. You say, she never answers immediately. She never answers immediately. I think we all have this kind of friend, right? The one that doesn't answer right away, and it takes hours, even maybe a few hours to get back to you. She never answers immediately. Or I have a friend that does not answer even after days. Yeah. All right. So the order is subject, adverb, and then verb. I always forget. We usually go. She never answers. All right. Not the other way around. Not I forget always. Or we go usually. All right. The adverb comes before the verb. That's point number 1 about this grammar today. Point number 2 is that with the verb be, we put the adverb after the verb be. Con el verbo ser o estar. Be, okay? Ponemos el adverbio más bien después. Alright, so it's different for this verb. For example, listen to this. I am usually tired on Fridays. I am usually tired on Fridays. So where is the verb be? Am. I am usually, the adverb, tired on Fridays. Let's try another one. She is always late. She is always late. Where is the verb be? Is, right? She is always late. How about with they? They are already outside. They are already outside. Right? And finally, we were also hungry. And of course, you can change the tense of any verb. All right? Even the verb be. The ones that go before the verb and the ones that go after the verb. Okay, so we were also hungry. So remember, the order is subject, be, and then the adverb. Subject, be, and then the adverb. She is always late. Not she always is late. Okay, the verb be comes before the adverb. All right. Point number 3. When the verb has 2 parts, we put the adverb after the first part. So what do I mean by 2 parts? For example, verbs like will, go. See, verbs that are using another verb, a helping verb. Will, go. Can, come. Have, finished. Don't, know. So the first part helps the verb, right? And the second part gives the main action. Will, go. So we put the adverb after the first part. So if our verb is will go, if our verb with 2 parts is will go, then where does the adverb go? In between. I will probably go tonight. I will probably go tonight. Or I will probably stay home. See? The adverb comes in between the first part of that verb and then the verb itself. Let's try with another example. We can also meet later. We can also meet later. Or they have already left. They have already left. All right. Or she doesn't usually go out. She doesn't usually go out. So she doesn't is the first part. She doesn't. Usually is our adverb. Go out is the main action. She doesn't usually go out. So the pattern is subject, right? He, she, they, he, I, etc. Subject, first part of the verb, this helping verb, this helping word for the verb, then the adverb, and then the main verb. All right? So I will probably stay. They have already left. She doesn't usually go. This is easier to remember because when the adverb has two parts, then the adverb goes in the middle. All right? Okay. Now, be careful with probably in negative sentence. And we're going to make this point number 4. Be careful with the word probably in negative sentence because we usually say, I probably won't go out tonight. Not, I won't probably go out tonight. So what do? We put probably and then the negative won't, then the verb go out tonight. I probably won't go out tonight. All right? Or let's start with more examples. She probably won't come. This is an adverb of probability. We probably won't stay long. All right? So won't, will not, right, is it's also helping will not go. It's also helping the verb. It has two parts, will not go, but making this action negative. But the difference here is that we place the adverb before that first part. We probably won't go out tonight. All right? So only in that case, you leave the verb with these two parts together. You don't separate it. All right? With probably. She probably won't come. They probably won't answer. We probably won't stay long. That's it, right? Small words, but very useful. And today, our job is simple. We have to put them in the right place. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and practice with those words, with that order. But let's do a quick recap. So, point number 1 is with any verb, we put the adverb before the verb. Subject, adverb, verb. I always forget. All right? Point number 2, with the verb be, what do? We put the adverb after the verb be. For example, I am usually tired on Fridays. Point number 3 was when the verb has two parts, we put the adverb in between the first and the second part, right? We said that the first part helps the verb. It's a helping word. And the second part of this gives the main action. So we put the adverb in between those two parts. I will probably stay home, right? Or we can also meet later. And point number 4 is to be careful with that adverb, that probability adverb, that is probably, because in negative sentence, we don't separate this verb with two parts. We leave it as it is, and we place probably, this adverb, before that verb with two parts. I probably won't go out tonight. If the sentence is, she won't come, and we want to add probably, she probably won't come. They won't answer. They probably won't answer. All right? All right, we've got our 4 points set. Now let's practice with today's word order. So remember what we went through. Now, we've been working with adverbs of frequency, and adverbs of frequency tell us how often something happens, right? Always, siempre. Usually, normalmente o generalmente. Never, nunca. Hardly, ever, casi nunca. Hardly, ever, casi nunca. Rarely, rara vez. Rarely, okay? Rara vez. Often, a menudo. And sometimes, a veces. Okay, so these are adverbs of frequency. Always, usually, never, hardly, ever. But there are two others that are different. Also is just adding information, right? She also invited Marta. Probably is an adverb of probability, of certainty. I will probably go. And already is something that has happened before now at least, sooner than expected. They have already left. And still is when something continues. So we are going to practice with all of these short words, all right, small words. Okay, let's begin with our translation sentences. Listen carefully. Siempre acepto una invitación si es para cenar. Siempre acepto una invitación si es para cenar. What would you say? I always accept an invitation if it's for dinner. I always accept an invitation if it's for dinner. Very good. Subject, adverb, verb. I always accept. Very good. Next. El lugar normalmente está lleno los viernes. El lugar normalmente está lleno los viernes. Same structure. The venue is usually full on Fridays. The venue is usually full on Fridays. Different structure, sorry, with the verb be. The venue is, then the adverb. Usually full on Fridays. All right, very good. Next one. Probablemente llevaré este conjunto esta noche. Probablemente llevaré este conjunto esta noche. So remember what we said. We are going to place the adverb in between. I will probably wear this outfit tonight. I will probably wear this outfit tonight. Very good. Ya hemos organizado una reunión informal. Bueno, un encuentro. Ya hemos organizado un encuentro. Ya hemos, which means it happened already, right? Oh, well, we have already organized a get-together. We have already organized a get-together. Very good. All right, let's do another one. Todavía estoy pensando en una excusa. Todavía estoy pensando en una excusa. What word in English do we use for todavía? I am still thinking of an excuse. I'm still thinking of an excuse. Very good. All right. Verb be, that word, important word, still, thinking the verb, and of an excuse. Next. Casi nunca salgo por la noche entre semana. Casi nunca. So what was the word for casi nunca? Hardly ever. So I hardly ever have a night out during the week. I hardly ever have a night out during the week. Very good. And the last one. Probablemente no tendremos tiempo para ponernos al día. Negative. So remember, probablemente no tendremos tiempo para ponernos al día. We probably won't have time to catch up. We probably won't have time to catch up. Excellent. Very, very good. So we used probably before won't have time to catch up. Excellent. Very good. Let's do a last one. También puedo llevar un detalle para la anfitriona. También puedo llevar un detalle para la anfitriona. So, I can also bring a treat for the host. I can also bring a treat for the host. Very good. We're going to move on to another challenge. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the words in the correct order, but this time to form a question. So listen to this. For example, I'll say, you, then, last minute invitations usually accept. Those are the pieces of the sentence that you have to form in the question form. You, last minute invitations accept usually. So question, do you usually accept last minute invitations? Do you usually accept last minute invitations? Very good. The structure did not change, right? Subject, adverb, and then verb. But the only thing that we've added is an auxiliary, the auxiliary do at the beginning of the question to form a question. Very good. Next. This noisy, always, the venue is. This noisy, the venue, always is. You ready? Question again. Is the venue always this noisy? Is the venue always this noisy? So what did we do? We placed the verb be before the adverb. Is the venue always this noisy? Very good. All right, next one. Let's see. Her outfit chosen already has she. Her outfit chosen already has she. Ready? Has she already chosen her outfit? Has she already chosen her outfit? Very good. All right. Excellent. Now, let's do another one. Listen to this. A get-together, plan, probably, will, and they. A get-together, plan, probably, will, and they. So, question. Will they probably plan a get-together? Will they probably plan a get-together? All right. Very good. And the last one. Let's see. Negative, won't bring a treat. You probably won't bring a treat. You probably. Oh, how do we form a question with this? I think we're going to add something else. You probably won't bring a treat. Will you? Right? You probably won't bring a treat. Will you? Or, no, that's it. You won't probably, no. You probably won't bring a treat, will you? Okay, so we're going to move on to now, to finish this section, to rephrasing very quickly. So, just 3 exercises, and then I want to do something different. You have to rephrase. He won't use that excuse again. Use probably. So then you have to say, he probably won't use that excuse again. All right? Super easy. Let's do another one. I can help you choose an outfit. Use also. I can also help you choose an outfit. Very good. All right. And the last one. We meet once a month to catch up. We meet once a month to catch up. You can use usually. We usually meet once a month to catch up. We usually meet once a month to catch up. Well, that's it. I don't think we have more time or any more time. But today we looked at small words with a big job, right? Usually, always, never, also, probably, already, and still. And we saw that in English, these words need a clear place. So this weekend, listen for these little words. Use them in your plans, your messages, your excuses, and even in your next night out. All right? Thank you for joining me. Stay for the lunchtime show and enjoy your Friday, enjoy your afternoon, your weekend, and see you on Monday.
Estás escuchando Vaughan Radio.
¿Tus hijos necesitan dar un salto de inglés este verano? ¿Tienen planes en el extranjero o simplemente quieren ganar confianza? Apúntales a nuestras clases particulares One-to-One. Con nuestras clases One-to-One ganarán confianza en inglés para alcanzar nuevas oportunidades. El inglés abre puertas y con Vaughan aprenderán inglés para vivir sus sueños. No esperes más y entra en grupovaughan.com e infórmate.
Hello, friends. It's that time of year again as we celebrate the Canada Day Pancake Breakfast in support of the Asociación Española contra el Cáncer. With the support of Vaughan Radio, we once again welcome you to join us for breakfast on Sunday, July 5th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Toast Tap Room Malasaña, Calle San Vicente Ferrer 33 in Madrid. Enjoy authentic Canadian-style pancakes and maple syrup, with a portion of each breakfast sold being donated to the Asociación Española contra el Cáncer, along with all the funds from our prize raffle, Nuestra Rifa. This year we have great prizes from Air Canada, Taste of America, Maltman Brewing, and more. Join us for a great time in support of a great cause at the 8th Annual Canada Day Pancake Breakfast, Sunday, July 5th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Toast Tap Room Malasaña. I hope to see you there, and happy Canada Day.
Vaughan revoluciona el aprendizaje de idiomas con Speak Pro, la inteligencia artificial diseñada para mejorar tu inglés. Pronunciación precisa, fluidez y confianza lleva tu inglés al siguiente nivel. Pruébalo gratis hoy en speakpro.es. Tu inglés está a punto de cambiar para siempre.
Mommy, Daddy, these summer English books are so much fun.
¿Quieres que este verano tus hijos repasen inglés de forma divertida? Tenemos justo lo que necesitas. Llega Summer English. Listen, practice, learn. La nueva colección de cuadernos de Vaughan para niños de primero a sexto de primaria. Con juegos, gramática, vocabulario, audios y actividades online. Todo al más puro estilo Vaughan. Ya disponibles en vaughantienda.com y librerías seleccionadas. Este verano, aprender inglés será su plan favorito.
Este verano, ¿quieres que tus hijos se diviertan, vivan 1000 aventuras y además ganen fluidez en inglés, rodeados de naturaleza y con los mejores monitores angloparlantes Vaughan? Tráelos a nuestro Vaughan Summer Camps. Hay 4 ubicaciones diferentes para que elijas tu mejor opción. Con cabañas, actividades acuáticas, multiaventura, nuevos amigos y entornos increíbles donde aprenderán a resolver situaciones cotidianas en inglés sin darse cuenta. Más de 3.000 niños viven nuestras inversiones cada año. Encuentra tu mejor Summer Camp sin salir de España. Ahora también en la playa. Llámanos.